here, and welcome back to seXbox. From the late 90s up to about a few years ago, the extreme sports style of game was really popular and graced all types of sports. From skateboarding, surfing, snowboarding, hell, even scooters. But the less said about that one, the better. But out of all of them, the one that seemed to be as popular as Tony Hawk's Pro Skater was BMX. More importantly, Acclaim's Dave Mira's Freestyle BMX. Granted, it didn't dethrone King Hawk, as Activision had their own BMX series with Matt Hoffman, but the series did well enough. During production of the third Dave Mira title, Acclaim decided to up the ante by giving the game a more R-rated look in the vein of popular teen sex comedies at the time, like American Pie. When Mr. Mira found out that the game he was endorsing turned into something you see in the direct-to-video section of a blockbuster, rest in peace, he wasn't very amused and refused to be a part of it, going as far as going to court to have his name and likeness removed from the game, which he succeeded in doing, resulting in this: BMX XXX. So now the big question is, just how far does BMX XXX push the envelope, and is it even worth owning? Let's find out. BMX XXX is a sports action game where the objective in each stage is to complete the missions presented in order to advance. Very similar to Tony Hawk. You have your standard score a certain amount of points, collect items, or pull off tricks within the time limit missions, but you also have goals that fit the tone of the game, like taking strippers to their pimp.
Can you take me to my pimp, honey?
Collecting cans for a homeless man so he can buy a hot dog.
Something doing on the hobby, cracking fellow man, hobby dollars abused, I ain't flipping, aw man, I was all good. Cash white to gray, cash white to gray.
Alright. Or using a pimp's poodle to attract the male dogs in a park so they'll stop pooping in it.
This city doesn't pay me enough to do this shit. Fucking dogs are crapping all over that fucking place. I need you to get some from this guy I know that can help. Tell him Big Lou sent you.
Now this bitch will do the trick. She likes to ride fast and fly high, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Yolanda, shake that ass, I'll break my foot off in it, ho! Say, play it, man. Big Lou left some with one of my hoes. Swing by and get it when you're done, aight? Stay up, dog. Yolanda, what'd I just say, bitch?
Sadly, these missions aren't that easy to pull off as the controls are very touchy. Even gently moving the analog stick causes you to bounce all over the place. As far as characters go, you have a random assortment to choose from, but you'll probably just end up using the creator-writer anyway, as the characters are very generic and really don't have much difference to them. So gameplay is just what you'd expect from a Tony Hawk clone, just not very good. But with a game like BMX XXX, the presentation has to be good. Man, I hope so.
Damn it! I can't get it up! You know what I mean. Hey, you wanna be a hero? Go open a pipe from the reserve in that building over there. You gotta hit all 3 switches. Move it!
Graphically, BMX XXX is bad, even for the time it came out. The level design is bland and boring, and the character models are very ugly and stiff, having a painted-on look to them, giving the whole game a beefed-up PlayStation 1 game type of feel. On the audio side, the voiceover is terrible, sounding like Z-movie actors being told to perform B-movie stereotypes.
They say that hand that holds Wiener controls world. Well, this hand holds Wiener very tightly. Does that left it, my Wiener will pay. There can only be one Wiener king in this town. Destroy all of the carts in the area. Hurry!
As for music, you may have noticed that I put in other music. The music in BMX XXX is all licensed songs from a variety of rock and hip-hop artists, and it's a well-put-together list. But to avoid the tube bots, I muted the music. But rest assured, it is a good list. And with many Xbox games, you can just import your own music if you'd like. In terms of how far it pushes the M rating, it's about on par with Leisure Suit Larry, but Larry does it so much better. The humor in the game just isn't that funny and reminds me of those bad teen sex comedies that Netflix keeps recommending to you just because you watched American Pie or something.
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, this guy's good at not moving. You're right, I'm the best. Problem is, I gotta drop a log, but I can't let any of these other guys see me move. What's worse, losing face or crapping myself? I bet if you knocked their tip cups over, those guys would be distracted, scrambling for their money. Hurry up, I'm prairie dogging it here.
As far as nudity goes, it's just topless stuff. You can unlock videos of girls from the nightclub scores, dancing and showing off their tatas, but in 2015, the internet makes this pointless. Hell, it made it pointless in 2002. You can also make the female-created characters topless, but you have to unlock it. Speaking of that, a funny side note is that the PS2 version of this game has all the boobs censored out of it, and the Xbox version is uncensored, but you have to unlock it. However, it's the GameCube version that's completely uncensored from the get-go. No codes or unlocking required. Huh, Nintendo had a game with naked in it. Go figure. So that's BMX XXX. Please don't buy this. No, I'm serious. Please don't buy this. This game sucks. It's a terrible Tony Hawk ripoff, attempting to be funny with raunchy humor and completely botches it, with naked girls thrown in just for the hell of it. I'm not even going to bother listing prices on this game here either. It's that bad. Please, just go play a Tony Hawk clone or something, or better yet, go play a Tony Hawk game for that matter. Just stay the hell away from this. Anyway, tune in next time for part 3 of seXbox, where we take a look at a game that answers one of man's most burning questions. What's it like to be Hugh Hefner? I'm the Dolly Popka, and thanks for watching. See you next time.